Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. Assalamu alaikum viewers. Uh, in our previous video, we showed you how you can use the if command as an alternate way of apostrophes for commenting the VBA codes or section of the code uh, can be disabled by use of if command. If 1 is equal to 1, 1 will always be equal to 1 means do this section uh, in any case, always. And if 1 is not equal to 1, that means the section which you are including in this if command not to be executed at all. So this way you can disable the command. That's right. And it was an interesting, innovative way of doing that in commenting. Otherwise, for each command, it would be time consuming to go and put apostrophe in the beginning of the command and go on. And so if you have, for example, 100 of command, then you have to do it individually or use some other method. There may be some other method, but the easiest and quickest and wisest way is using the if command. And when you want to disable it, you use if 1 is not equal to 1 and so on, right? Okay, and also reducing of the file size was shown you that if you include the formulas which are in the worksheet, they are actually occupying the memory, the disk space, also the RAM, and making your file loaded heavily. So it's always better when the purpose of the function is completed, it should wipe off. It should be converted into the values instead of carrying the formula with it and making the file bigger. So that was also shown in the previous video. In this video, we have these three things to discuss. The first is which you are already familiar, that how to use the debugger and put a breakpoint and make a meaningful uh, enhancement which you are targeting by stopping the code there and doing and seeing whether it is doing the desired work or not. Later on, we will discuss the text function, a very beautiful function, and it's an Excel function, and you can also put a formula, and then later on you can shift this formula into the VBA. The monthly summary metrics I have developed for you. This is manually at the moment. This will be the to this will make a matrix for you that which products uh, of what value have been ordered in which month, so this is a formula, and some if formula is going to be discussed in it. But first of all, we need to make necessary changes. In previously it was a blank. It was a blank, and in this video we are mm, uh, going to put the data as all other data is coming randomly. So while so we make an enhancement in the code that the system also puts some date here, that what date the goods are received or to be received, right? So this is it is going to we take it as if they are received, right? Okay, just for the purpose of understanding, right? So the date received will be 10 days from the date of the purchase order. Date of purchase order is not here. right? Date of purchase order is not here in the detail sheet. It is in the header sheet. Yeah. In the header sheet, you have the date of the purchase order. This is the purchase order date, right? So, this is our objective. The first objective is to put the random date here, and then later on we put the formula in here to determine that what month is this purchase order goods received date is, right? So let's begin with the Alter F11 to go to the section of the code where we want this. This is our section. This is our uh, uh, generate test purchase order. The test data has been created, and then the details are done here. And while before going to the detail, uh, where it is determining the date, it is determining the date. You see, this is 3 orders per day, and then this is getting the date, adding a new date. Adding a new date if it is greater than 3, so the new date is coming, right? So here we have used the delivery date now. The delivery date is the date which is of the purchase order plus 10 means 10 days after the purchase order is issued. So this date is going to come here. As you can see, this is 10th of January. 10th of January. From 31st, if we go to the purchase order header, and the first, it is 31st of December, and the 10th of January is the date received. Okay, so this will be our the date received. Just suppose, so that some dates come, so that uh, we can proceed to do the summary work. Okay, so we are putting the date here at tentative date, or the date actually received, right? The goods are received, and then this formula is depending on this cell, right? Uh, and it is just picking the day, the month, right? So that that is going to be used in the monthly summary. Yeah, this is going to be watched, that how much is in the January. So 675 is going to be the total for the uh, for a particular product, right? So let's get back to Alter F11 here, and we put a breakpoint here, right, to see that it is happening correctly, right? And later on, we will also write on the L. So this is D. This is delivery date is being put where on the F. Okay, delivery date is going to be turned, right? And on the K, we need the month, right? So let's write it there. We are going to uh, first let's stop it here, okay, and we run it, okay. So on the very first step, on the very first record update, it is going to stop. Yeah, it has deleted everything. It is now writing it, taking the delivery date. It is now in the process of making the delivery date, that is the purchase order date plus 10 days. So this is the 10th of January, the date has been done, right? Now, it is going to fill up all this information, and then it will proceed to this, and it will carry on this delivery date there, right? And it will carry on on the F column, E, this is the F delivery date column, right? So let's put a break here, okay? And then remember, we are going to put a formula here for L, okay? So we press this. So that's it. It has brought the delivery date. As soon as this is brought, so why not write the formula for, let's copy it, Control C, Control V, and we will say it instead of F, it is L. And here it is going to be a formula, dot formula, okay? And what the formula, don't worry about that. Okay, we just put a cursor, okay? So just it is going to be L, right? Okay, so let's write the formula to pick the month, right? So equal to text. This is the use of the text function, that you want to see this value, and then press a comma here, and then within the quotes you are going to mention that 3 character of month, comma, and then followed by a dash, and 444, sorry, year, y, that is year, okay? So this is going to tell you that what is it month, right? So this is the month which we want to get appeared here, right? So if you see the summary is will all zero, right? Because you have deleted. As soon as you put a some value in here, uh, and this line is completed, the summary is going to be updated. Okay, so we will tell you how in detail how to develop this summary later on, but for the moment these two main things are necessary. So let's put this formula, Control C, and go to Alt F11 here and put this formula inside. Remember, you have, while pasting it, there is already a quote inside the formula. So you have to double quote it. Repeat the double quote here so that you don't get the error, right? So this is the exception. For normally, you don't have to do this way. And also, you have to focus the hard coding. Yeah, the F2 will never be always F2, and the next line it will be F3. So let's make it. Let's use this RX for this. So close enter quotes temporarily, then put an end sign here and put an RX which contains the 2 here, and put an ends upon in person, and then begin the quotes here, right? This was a temporary closing of the core, and this is later on after concatenation of the row, you do this. Okay, so this is how you do. Let's see if it works. Let's first of all delete it. And see, this is the beauty. This is the use of the debugging. And seeing that your enhancement is working or not. It is working, right? So if you are confident that it's working, then you can continue with this so that your objective is achieved. Let's play it so that, yeah. So let's remove this breakpoint and play it. So this is how you have completed. One thing is remaining, is that you have to remove this formula as we did in the previous video, because once the job of the formula is done, you don't need this formula to remain there. So what we do, we go to the code once the job is completed. and we can stop it by pressing escape, and we can end it, no problem. And then we can do this in the detail portion where we used this formula of text, the formula of text, yeah. So this was FL, yeah, this one. So here, as whenever we write the formula, we do this thing again, right? So we will do this thing again here without the formula, so that the values are captured and formula is vanished. Control V is equal to Control V. That's it. So this will remove the formula, right? And that will compact, make your file size compact, right? So let's stop it and generate it again. And at the moment, the formula is coming, and that is overloading your file size. If you see here in this is your lesson number 24. It is 107 KB. Let's save the file and see how much is it, with only due to the one formula which is here. It is what? It is 72 KB. Okay, reducing the file size. Okay, it is 72 KB with the formula. Okay, now what we do is we uh, we do start it and run it, and the formula will disappear, and then we determine what is the file size and what is the impact of moving the formula uh, away from the worksheet and to the VBA code. Okay, so this has, it is now doing it, and as soon as it finishes, then we can save it and we can show you the impact of the, this will, of course, it's going to be slower. So in the next video, we are going to tell you how to develop the matrix, okay? So I look forward to your joining us in the upcoming video. Thank you very much.